Hello YouTube viewers, and to my friends, let's learn animal facts about iguana and Iguanodon. Enjoy watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel after watching. Love from Mateo Tune.
Today on Animal Fact Files, we're discussing green iguanas. Don't forget to hit that sub button for more animal facts. Antonio Garcia made the request for today's animal. Thank you so much. Most people know green iguanas because they're some of the most commonly kept pet reptiles, but there's a lot more to them than hanging out in home terrariums. Naturally, green iguanas are from southern Mexico to northern South America. They live in forests high up in the tree canopy, where they can stay away from predators and enjoy the rays of the sun. Green iguanas are ectothermic, meaning they depend on the surrounding environment to determine their body temperature. This has actually caused a problem for non-native green iguanas living in Florida. As an invasive species, green iguanas are not completely adapted to the environment of the habitats in which they don't naturally occur. When it gets too cold in Florida, it will literally start raining green iguanas. If they get too cold, they enter a state of low activity in which they're unable to move much. The green iguanas are still alive, but they can't very well hold on to their tree perch, and so they just plop right out of the tree. Man, weird things happen with invasive species. In their natural habitat, green iguanas have a hierarchy of older adults living higher in the trees than younger juveniles. These prime spots in the treetops are perfect for getting as much sun as possible and digesting meals. And they can be a source of controversy in the green iguana community. Green iguanas will actually fight one another for the best basking spot, though generally nobody gets hurt too bad. That's because green iguanas are smart in how they choose their trees. They might not seem it, but green iguanas are fantastic swimmers, and they will purposefully choose trees that are close to waterways, so they can drop down for an easy getaway if any sort of threat appears. It should also be noted, too, that they can drop down to solid ground from as high as 40 feet off the ground without getting hurt. They ain't robust for nothing. Green iguanas can weigh more than 15 pounds, though they're usually closer to half that. Including their tail, they can be well over 6 feet long. Those long tails are handy for defense as well, as they can be used as a whip to ward off enemies, or can be completely dropped, leaving anyone holding the opposite end in a bit of a stupor. Younger individuals have to watch out for birds of prey, but adult green iguanas don't really face many predators besides humans. Humans capture green iguanas for the pet trade and to use their skin for leather, and also they eat them. There's even an iguana cookbook. Technically, green iguanas aren't classified as a threatened species. However, they are monitored in terms of trade as their populations have suffered declines from human persecution. That just makes the idea that a government is actually paying people to hunt green iguanas all the more crazy to consider. Though the green iguana is invasive there. When they can avoid humans, green iguanas may live to be as old as 20. They begin life in an egg unprotected by their mothers. After hatching, it can be anywhere from 2 to 5 years before they're ready to produce babies of their own. Females sometimes return to the same nesting spot year after year, and they'll even share sites if there's limited availability. And, believe it or not, green iguanas aren't always green. In fact, they can change color just depending on the time of day, time of year, and surrounding temperature. So if you see an orange iguana, it's probably still technically a green iguana. For more facts on green iguanas, check out the links in the description. Have you ever seen a green iguana in person? Give a thumbs up for iguanas, and thanks for watching Animal Fact Files.
What are we learning today?
Learning Toolkit.
Let's learn all about Iguanodon. Iguanodon. How do you say that again? Iguanodon. How heavy was an iguanodon? It was as heavy as 2 cars. And it was as long as a bus. Iguanodon means iguana tooth, because the person that found its first tooth thought it was from a large lizard like a giant iguana. When Iguanodon was found in Belgium, it was found with 34 other Iguanodons. They like travelling together in herds. Iguanodon was a large herbivore that could walk on 2 legs or on all 4s. It had a very large spiked thumb. It was always given 2 thumbs up. When it was discovered first, scientists thought that it went on its nose. The spiky thumb was used to protect itself against predators. It also had a very flexible little finger to move plants and trees around to help it eat. Delicious! Iguanodon was found in Belgium, Spain, and some other parts of Europe, plus the USA and Africa. It really got around. They lived around 125 million years ago in the early Cretaceous period. With a dinosaur called Baryonyx. So what have we learned? We learned an Iguanodon was as heavy as 2 cars and as long as a bus. Iguanodon means iguana tooth because when they found the first tooth, they thought it was from a large lizard like a giant iguana. It was found in Belgium with 34 other Iguanodons. It was a large herbivore and walked on 2 or 4 legs. It had a very large spiked thumb, 2 thumbs up, just like Fonzie. Scientists thought the spike went on its nose, but it used it to protect itself against predators. And it also had a flexible little finger to move plants and trees around to eat. It was found in Belgium, Spain, and some other parts of Europe, plus the USA and Africa, and it lived about 125 million years ago in the early Cretaceous period with Baryonyx. We hope you enjoyed learning about the amazing Iguanodon. To learn about more dinosaurs, please make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below on what dinosaur you want to see next. And finally, click the links at the end of this video for more dinosaur facts. Bye, Iguanodon!